Hot dog, look at that swell loot. Could sure use those boots. That sword looks good too, even though I like daggers better. I wonder if I have the DKP to...
Not so fast, Billy!
What the? Who's there?
We don't use DKP in this guild, Billy. Only communists use DKP. You're not a communist, are you, son?
Well, no, but...
That's good to hear, Billy. Allow me to show you how we do things here in the land of freedom.
Okay. Who are you?
You see, our betters have devised the most complete, foolproof, innovative loot system around. In fact, this loot system is engineered, peer-reviewed, certified, and bona fide. Why, it's no wonder that it's the envy of the world, and all the top-rated guilds use it. Why, yes, it's the patented wish list. The system is so simple, even your addle-pated brain can understand it, Billy. Allow me to get specific. Once per raid tier, you get to choose what loot you would like to receive. You see where we got the name, son? Your wish list includes all possible loot from that content. Then the boys upstairs factor in your class-specific priorities and preferences, because you're daggers, son, not swords. Attendance, performance, and donations.
Golly, this sounds complicated. What do I have to check on during raids?
Absolutely nothing, son. Like I said, it's one and done. Here, Billy, feast your peepers on this piece of modern American ingenuity.
Okay, so all I gotta do is fill out my sheet and show up to raids, and I'll get whatever I put on it, right?
That's exactly right, Billy. Attendance, performance, and accountability are factored into a complex algorithm the boys in the lab cooked up to make sure the right items go to the right people. When you get an item on your wish list, your priority for new items gets adjusted. But don't you worry, this is how capitalism works.
I don't think that's how capitalism works.
Fret not, son. This only applies to items in your top 5. Your internal modifiers aren't touched for any piece of gear below that. Those slots are the moneymakers.
Oh, okay here. I finished my list. See, I put DFT at the top, just like everyone else.
Billy, this list isn't complete. You're shortchanging yourself, son. You're not going to help the raid or yourself by only putting one item on your sheet. You'll stay in blues forever, and we need everyone pulling their weight.
But shucks, mister. I just want a DFT. I've never had one of my own before, and I figure I'll get the rest of the gear eventually, right?
You need to start listening, son. What you need to do is fill out your list and pass the items from your top 5 if you don't want them. That way your score isn't affected.
You can do that?
Son, this is America. You can do anything you put your mind to.
Okay, let me fill this out a little and, hey, what gives? According to this, the 4th tank is next in line for Presters. That's rogue loot if I've ever seen it. And I'd put that all the way at the top of my wish list.
Of course you would, Billy. You're not alone. Lots of folk are going to have the best items of the content patch at the top of their lists. But that does not guarantee them. You see, even if an off-spec item is added to your list, it would still have to be distributed to all the main spec players first. So don't you worry, sport. The next one's got your name on it.
Well, gee, this sounds like all the thinking is done at once at the start. I hope I pay attention when I make my list.
I hope so too, Billy. You see, when a new raid tier is announced, we'll get a new sheet with all the items to select. So it's best not to value too highly some gear you'll get eventually. Don't forget, you only get one shot at picking your gear every time a new tier is announced. They're locked up tighter than Fort Knox after that. The sheets are run concurrently, because we run MC and BWL at the same time, don't forget. Those sheets never expire either, just like my love for this country.
Sir, this is a lot to think about, and I'm kinda new at this. Can you show me how this would play out in a real-life scenario?
Of course, Billy! Here are some examples to make things clearer. Let's compare you side by side with a model raider. Why, look at little Timmy Tryhard here. He also put DFT as his number 1 item on his sheet. He's a real bright kid, that one. Let's entertain the notion that the item does drop. Well, that's too bad, son. It looks like Timmy had a slightly higher point index. After all, he's been putting in the effort. What can I say? The kid's got moxie, spunk, and downright determination. But fret not, you're in prime position for the next one.
That's okay. I mean, it is my first raid with you guys.
That's the spirit, sport. Look out! Nefarian just dropped Bloodfang Chest. That's your number 3 item, Billy.
Yeah, but look, it's Timmy's number 2 item. That means he gets it over me, right?
Son, have you got wax in your ears? Remember, the top 5 items incur a slight penalty to the Raider Index score. Take a look and see.
Alright, I'll take it.
Billy, what about your DFT? Don't forget you can pass on the chest and stay in the race for it.
I know, but the thing is, I really do need the chest. It has a lot of stats, and I'm dying a lot because I'm raiding in greens. I don't want that to affect my Raider Index score.
Now we're cooking with gas, Billy. You really have been paying attention. Let's try one more scenario to see where we stand. Oh, look at that! Broodlord dropped the venomous totem. That's rogue specific.
Big deal. I didn't even put that on my list. It's not good for any build.
No, it isn't. Some loot like this is inconsequential in the big picture, but it doesn't hurt to add it anyways. Remember, this system is all about efficiency. It looks like Timmy put in all the way at the bottom of his list, so it goes to him. Congratulations, son. You really deserved it.
Well, golly, sir. I sure have learned a lot about how our system operates. I can't wait for the next tier of content so I can fill out my list for even better gear.
I'm sure you can't, Billy. The main goal here at the Collective is to have fun. So, come on. Let's head to the entrance and gank that tryhard guild. They raid in half an hour.